Here we go, heat 5. They are out of the gates quick. Start lists, Ileana Fountain, the Bravehearts, a 6th grader. Samantha Williams, also a 6th grader, Altius Track and Field. Kristen Chin, Pacific Freelancers, 6th grader. Brooklyn Thomason, Kentwood Track Club. Lucy Moschek of Cleveland Youth Run Club. Abigail Caputo, Minnesink Valley. Liz Brazil, Cedar Park, Texas. Leah Fay, Lake Placid. Haley Fernandez, Arlington, Texas. Kiyomi Fuertes, Quick Track Club. Sterling Howard, HP Distance. Bailey Pipes, Houston Youth Track. Madden Schmidt, NBA Track. Clara Grind, Hillsboro, Central Valley. Miriam Wahid, VO2 Max. Molly Mako, Zephyrs Track. And Brianna Riley, as mentioned, from South Dakota. Harrisburg, top seed. 10:26 entry.
Yeah, 2 athletes I've got my eye on in this race. Brianna Riley, you mentioned, the New Balance Nationals Indoor Middle School Mile champion. She won yesterday's fast heat, but was 0.05 seconds off of that overall fastest time. You don't see that too frequently, so my guess is she's feeling a little bit denied from a race she felt like she won, but ended up coming away in 2nd overall just due to the heat setup here. She's certainly going to want to turn that silver into gold here in heat number 5. Also got our eyes on Molly Mako, really talented athlete, not just as a distance runner, but across the board. She made state in the high jump on top of being the state champion in the 800 and 1600. She was high jump champion, by the way. Didn't just make state. I should clarify that. She ran 4:52 2 weeks ago in the mile. Got her best race yesterday, about 8 seconds off that, ran 5 flat, but excited to see what she can do after a good night's sleep and a new day here at Franklin Field.
Riley, the 8th grader from South Dakota, now moves into the lead.
AJ, you ever heard of an athlete win the
Yep.
800, the 16, and the high jump at state? Ever heard that combo before? I don't think I have.
It's usually not the triple that that happens. I would venture there's very few of those through the years. That last lap for Riley. Got 2:28, 2:29 for 800 meters.
You know, if memory serves, I think Chrissy Gear, who's got a U.S. title in both the road mile and the steeplechase, started her career as a pole vaulter. There's a little bit of background there, but I don't think she was a state champion in the pole vault. I think that's a little bit different ability level we're talking, rather than what we've seen from Miss Mako.
You tend to at least be a little more familiar with that, right? The whole notion. Distance runners, they always kind of want to try the pole vault at some point in their middle or high school career, and then inevitably the lack of athleticism shows. I'm speaking from personal experience, and then you just focus on the distance and instead of fooling around with the pole vault. But the high jump or any of the jumps, that's typically not the field event that distance runners are making their money on. Riley starting to put her stamp on this now. Dropped it from 78 to 75.7 that last lap.
Yeah, running with a little bit of a chip on her shoulder. Getting 2nd place yesterday. She's unfortunately used to 2nd place. Finished 2nd in her state meet in the 800, the 1600, and the 3200. You know, she's itching for a national title, and it's here for the taking. Mako sitting in that 2nd position. You can't count her out of this race, especially with a lot of running left in it.
There was a decent gap in the seat times between Riley and the rest of the field. She is the clear favorite on paper, and that has come to fruition through a mile of this race. Again, 10.
And she is
Go ahead.
She is well under meet record pace, 10:43, of course. And she's coming through the mile in 5:05. Also got to keep an eye on the U.S. #1 that she set earlier this season, 10:22, and dare we say the middle school national record might be in play here, 10:12, run by Sofia Rodriguez in 2023. On pace for it now, but as you and I both know, AJ, that second mile and a 2 mile is a lot harder than the first one.
A lot of things in play. Great start. 5:05 through the mile.
Brianna Riley. She'll have 3 to go.
Getting a little tougher here.
Again, that record 10.
Let's see what this most recent split is. It's gone from 75.7 to 77.6.
And there's a move back in second place. Mako giving up second position to Haley Fernandez of Arlington. Claire Grinde of Hillsboro also in that chase pack.
$1K to go for Riley.
Riley's run a pretty even race so far. That first lap was a little quick, 74, but we expect that. Rest of the race, she's been between about 75 and 78. Still looking very, very strong. We'll, of course, have to wait to see what the split is on this lap. This tends to be the real difference maker. You're 3 laps out. It's far enough that everything feels hard, but you're still not that close to the finish line yet. The last 2 laps tend to be a little bit quicker, especially on the female side of the sport as they start sensing that finish line and start picking things up evenly. The boys tend to wait till the last minute to kick. Girls tend to be a little wiser, a little better racers, especially at this age. Accelerating earlier, but that was a 79. Young Miss Riley here, so still very much in contention for a very fast time here. She knows she can do it with that 10:22 earlier this season. See how she can handle running alone on the last 800.
Yeah, 5:14 pace through the first 800 of this second mile. So that put her around 10:19 behind Rodriguez, but still certainly smashing what the meet record stands at.
The 8th grader from South Dakota.
That chase
Could
pack is
also
turning
be
into some good racing.
500 to go.
Yeah, would also be a personal best. Chase Pack, good battle for second here.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen. She's got 500 to go.
That chase pack is also under the meet record of 10:43, so we might see a handful of girls go under Caitlin Estep's 2024 meet record.
Let's see where she at for time at the bell. There she is.
1 to go for Brianna Riley. 9:04. The meet record's about to be smashed. The question is, how fast can she finish this race when 80 seconds on that last trip around?
She's on about a 10:20, 10:25 pace, but let's see how much she has left.
Looking like she's going to run pretty close to her own U.S. #1, 10:22. But you see the gap back to that chase pack. It is her race with 200 meters to go.
Still that chase back. Grinde, Fernandez, and Mako. But it's Riley.
Shining on the biggest stage. You knew coming in she would be the one to watch. She would be the one to beat. There's been no letdown today. And the South Dakota star shining at Franklin Field. The crowd acknowledging the effort in her season. One of the best in the United States. A strong close to cap her national title. 10:21 meet record, personal best for Brianna Riley.